Wow.
He's like,
How does it feel to not be a car guy?
Wow.
I get Robin Williams and Jack Black confused in my head. Is Elton John British is the worst
is
question
Sir
you've ever
Elton
asked.
John.
Bono, Sting, Jamiroquai.
Those are 3 of the artists of all time.
I'm going to say Little John.
So anyway,
It does look like you're in the Pink Panther with a loaded diaper. Case, who is the most underrated performer of the 21st century?
this assumes that you, Tommy, know 21st century performers, and I feel like ragtime is more your speed. Is
Yes.
my way of saying I don't have an answer.
It is Kesha.
Oh, that's a
Definitively.
Hot take. That's a hot
Definitively,
take.
yeah,
Name
that is
one of
it.
Kesha's most recent songs.
Well, that's why she's underrated.
Even you don't know.
Because even
Even I don't know.
Kesha really sponsored my middle school years.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she sponsor your middle school years?
not as much.
Oh man.
Really?
She
Yeah.
was not
Did you go
around
to
in my
dances?
middle school years.
Did you go to dances
I did
in middle
go
school?
to dances, yeah.
I cannot dance.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I don't feel like you have to know the song prior to the dance to
No.
attend it, though.
Yeah, but it's
No.
more fun if you know the song. Like, I was going down, I'm yelling timber.
Well, yeah, but everyone knew those lyrics, right?
That's
like
Kesha.
even I. Well, yeah,
So
but
you
even
were-
I knew
Yeah.
that. I didn't have
Therefore,
to.
you are a Kesha fan.
I
And
didn't
you were
have to be
sponsored.
sponsored. Well, right on.
Right on.
Who did you listen to as a kid, Jen?
Yeah,
Who sponsored
your
yours?
middle school?
Oh, my middle school?
Experience.
Well, I was very different because I just listened to like a lot of classic rock.
Let's hear it.
Well, it
nice.
was like all Jimi Hendrix and Pink Floyd and Zeppelin. So that was like my middle school times and like Sublime.
What's your favorite Led Zeppelin song?
Probably Ramble On.
Can you
Oh,
sing
good
it for
choice.
us?
Ramble On or Gallows Pole. No.
Probably wise.
No.
Now, Case, the reason I bring this up is because today on Carish, we're talking about many things. As many things as we want,
Including some cars.
including some cars. But we thought it'd be fun to talk about what cars our favorite celebrities drive.
Yeah, not necessarily all musicians. Some of them just other
People.
types of celebrities, right, Cole? It's not all musicians. Okay, cool. There's a couple.
Okay.
There's some
There's
actors.
a couple actors. And
They're
we're gonna-
celebrities,
We're going
if
to
you
start
will.
with the man on the screen with the great teeth.
Yes.
I just learned his name is 50 Cent.
Yeah,
50 Cent.
and you said it well.
$50.
$50.
Wait, why is it Fitty?
These are things we can't explain, Tommy.
You'd
It's
have,
just for the aesthetic
It's
of
got
it
to
all.
be there.
You'd have to ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Why would we
can
know?
hit him up later.
Yeah.
So 50 Cent is known for...
Music.
Yes, I know. Thank you, Mary. I'm aware, but he has songs such as
Tommy can name several of them.
Shake That. That Booty.
No.
Shake
Oh,
that.
goodness.
That booty.
Oh,
wait,
Tommy.
is Shake
No.
That and That Booty different songs?
Two
Or is it
different
Shake That
songs.
Booty?
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
Shake That Booty.
And
We'll get you set up with Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay.
And,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you'll be better off.
Take a listen.
You'll be much better off for it.
so we need to guess what kind of car.
Yeah, so first we'll see 5 pictures of celebrities.
And we have
So
to guess what they
and we have
drive.
to guess what they drive. The second 5 is going to see the car, and we have to guess which celebrity belongs to that
And
car.
how reputable do we think this information is, Cole?
Like 80, 75, 60%.
80, 75.
60%.
Okay.
Okay,
It's pretty
not bad.
steep. curve.
Going down as you thought about it.
If
Okay.
if the car that is pulled up is not a 2003 Suburban Swervin, too many sips of Henny, then I'm gonna be bummed out.
Okay, we're going to
On
start with
giant
50 Cent, though.
22s. From back-
So 50 Cent, I think, because I know him so well, for his big song, That Girl Over There,
Oh my God.
That is such a good
Anyway,
one.
he probably drives an S-Class Mercedes.
Ooh, that's actually kind of a good guess.
yeah.
He probably
Yeah.
has multiple cars for the record,
Well,
but I
yeah,
bet
all
one
of
of
these
them
people probably have multiple cars.
is an S-Class Mercedes.
Yeah, because there is another lyric. You ain't smoking in my Benzo, 20-inch Lorenzo, smoke
That's
in the
not
window.
fair. He knows all the lyrics.
Is that actually a real lyric?
Yeah, these are all 2003 Suburban Swervin are also 50 Cent lyrics.
Is the song title just Poor Decisions Behind the Wheel? Like,
You typically what they all are, yes.
That's actually kind of a dope title.
Poor Decisions Behind the Wheel. So, Mary, what is 50 driving?
I'm gonna take your suggestion and change it
Okay.
by one letter. I'm thinking he drives an E-Class.
Oh,
In
no.
E-Class.
Absolutely not.
You're like,
going down.
Mr. Cent is not that
Going down with
pretentious.
So I think he definitely has some nicer cars, but I think he's got some more fun old school cars in his collection.
Ooh.
He seems like a 6'4" Impala to me.
6'4" Impala.
Yeah,
Okay.
a 64 Impala.
Does he sing about it?
I mean, it
Case
is
probably
it is a
knows.
classic hip hop
It
car.
is,
I
yeah.
haven't. I don't know. I don't know every one of his song lyrics. He maybe
Well,
mentions
it
a
sounded
6'4".
like you kind of did.
He said
Oh,
Benz.
I know a couple
Okay,
of them.
what do you think? What do you think he drives?
I mean, I want to go with the 03 Suburban because he mentions it specifically, but I know that's not what's going to
In
pull out.
2025.
Because I think when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, the 03 Suburban, bulletproof with the Xbox, was rad. Yeah.
Okay,
Terrible.
well, that's your guess then.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
I'll go with it. I don't think that's what's going to pop up.
All
All right, Cole, let's see it.
Oh,
well,
of course.
Nicer
Yeah.
than the Suburban, actually.
Nicer than an
Rolls-Royce.
E-Class.
Big Rolls Royce.
Rolls
A little
Royce
nicer
fans.
than an E-Class.
Yeah, I like how I said F-Class.
Listen, maybe he's a humble guy. And then he just,
He calls himself Fiddy.
so?
Well, 50 cent, that's not like
Yeah.
an extravagant amount of money.
That's where I
You
was
know?
coming
Very
from.
low.
So yeah,
He
could
chose
be very
he chose a rather low amount of money for his name.
Well, his car is about $500,000.
Well, I don't know. Okay,
I
can
gotta
I say
say-
something? I think Rolls Royces are ugly cars.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
Bold.
a hot take.
I
That's
mean,
why
I,
movie Ishmael.
I don't know what the inside looks like, so I might change my mind if I saw the inside. But I
mind-blowing.
think
It's
I
pretty
think
nice.
this kind of looks like an obstinate rhino. Do you know
An
what I-
abstinent rhino.
Not abstinent. Obstinate, which is a different adjective.
What is the difference?
Obstinate means like you're kind of like bullheaded. You're kind of strong. Bullheaded?
Yeah.
Right?
Is that
Is
Rhino
is that a
headed?
bad thing? Do you not like rhinos?
I like rhinos, but I don't like the ones that are kind of like snarky and think they're better
This
than
is
everyone.
breaking. Mary does not like rhinos.
No,
She's not for preserving the
Do you
rhinos.
listen to me when I speak? I like rhinos, but I think that they're kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Strong-headed,
Abstinent.
obstinate. Oh my God. Cole, can you look up the word obstinate? I know
Yeah.
that it means something.
Are you thinking obtuse?
No.
Okay.
You thought I said
In-
abstinent.
incorrigible, maybe?
No, it means like you're stubborn.
So you,
Well, yeah. Well,
you
I'm
think that a
trying to
Rolls Royce
think
is a
of
stubborn
synonyms.
car?
Yeah, I think that like it'd be somebody who wouldn't be willing to change plans.
Stubbornly
Well,
refusing
see?
to change
Spot
one's
on.
opinion.
I would like to say
Wow.
obstinate and abstinent kind of have a similar meaning.
Yeah, no. What?
Well,
Stubbornly refusing.
I don't know.
I don't
it's
know
that
if
stubborn.
how
it's
you
not a
view
refusal, it's
abstinence?
a decision.
I feel like it's more
Anyway,
begrudgingly
I know that's a
refusing.
hot take, but I don't think that they're the prettiest cars out there for how
Well, I
expensive
for
they
one
are.
am an animal lover, including rhinos,
I
and
love
I think
animals.
that the Rolls Royce looks good.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
let's see
here's
the,
the inside.
interior. Okay, I'm gonna.
So we got to show her
Is
the
that
ceiling,
fur
the
on the
starry
bottom?
ceiling.
Is that carbon fiber? It
Yeah.
must be lead.
Ah, okay.
So those are all diamonds,
Oh my lord.
It's meant to look
Hand-
like stars in the ceiling.
hand
Mary
placed
likes it already.
into the headliner.
Whoa.
And they have wool carpets.
Wool.
Do you see where I'm coming though? Because like the front end is a little
A
chunky.
little abstinent.
Kind of look. Okay.
But that grill is iconic
But
for
Mary,
Rolls.
this
that's
is like a classically beautiful design, don't you think?
And something that's really cool is they have weighted center caps. So as the wheels are moving, the R
Yeah,
stays.
that's
logo's
cool.
always
That
upright.
is cool. I
That's
do like
pretty
that.
cool.
I mean, what I like about this is it's a car that looks like it was designed 50 years ago, because it kind of was. Like, they had the design. You know, what's like a fashion accessory that never goes out of style?
Sunglasses.
Yeah, like Ray-Bans. That's a good example.
Yeah.
Or like a Rolex, right?
Yeah.
Like a Submariner is a watch they've been doing for decades, and they don't change it because it's like, that's a classic
It
design.
ain't broke,
Yeah,
don't
sure.
fix it.
Is the Rolls Royce logo or the emblem like the lady who's like,
Yeah, Spirit of
Yes.
Ecstasy.
her name is Spirit of Ecstasy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spirit of Ecstasy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
And
about
you can
the?
find videos of people slapping them off the top of the grill.
So
'Cause then they
here's-
go inside.
Here's an interesting
They're
point.
supposed to. Sometimes they
Yeah.
just go flying.
How come some cars and products stay in the market for long enough, and then everyone criticizes them for being old and boring? And then Rolls-Royce is the same thing 50 years in a row, but they're classy.
Didn't Rolls Royce like begin as a luxury brand? I think that's the difference.
That's the difference, huh?
Porsche's
How
kind
you
of like that
start.
too.
Yeah, I guess they've been doing the same
They've been
design.
doing
It's
like
how
the
you
same
start.
thing.
So the key is you have to start with luxury and then just never change
Never
it.
change.
It's like Leica cameras.
Or the
Be
Jeep.
abstinent about it.
You keep using that word. It's like in Princess
Yeah, I
Bride.
kind of like the Jeep, but this isn't a luxury product, but that remains
It's not.
cool.
It's true. Very
Yeah,
utilitarian.
but it's cool for a different reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the key is to come up with something that's square and boxy and then never change it.
Ooh, okay. We
Sean
have
Connery.
That's not
That's
Sean
not
Connery.
Sean Connery.
You're close though. You're close. That's Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan?
Pierce
Brosnan.
Brosnan.
It is. It
Okay.
is. Cool.
Pierce Brosnan, one of the Bonds.
One of the Bonds, but I always think about him in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire was a
Correct.
great role for
Yes.
him.
That's
wonder-
a terrible take.
here's- I'm going to throw out a guess that's definitely going to be wrong. I wonder if he's got a similar car to what you have, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm thinking
but
about
is that
Like an
because of
Aston?
The
Yeah.
Bond connection?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
here's-
the only reason.
If you
I'm-
play Bond, you get to keep the car.
Probably not.
I bet you
I'm
could
sure
write
you
that
could
into a
negotiate that,
contract.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
That's a good
Can
guess
we negotiate
case.
that in our contracts here?
Yeah,
Every time you drive, if you use it for
Film a
video,
car
it's
if I
yours.
can.
I'll tell you
I
what.
moved that McLaren, so.
If you are willing to take a pay cut, you can keep Betty the Mercedes.
Oh wow,
The
What a
1990
deal.
class.
Wow.
What a deal!
I'm getting the Maverick for free.
That's
eventually.
right. That's what Mary
Yeah.
has decided. Here's the thing about being James Bond. I think about this. Like, if you're Daniel Craig, do you think he owns an Aston Martin and then drives around in suits just to cosplay the person he already is?
It wouldn't really be cosplay.
He'd just be
Be cool.
playing.
You just be existing.
But do you think that would feel weird if you're actually James Bond to be James Bond not in the movies?
I feel a little bit, yeah.
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 The problem with, and I think Daniel Craig has done a really good job of this as James Bond, is like a lot of characters, you are that person, you will be that person forever.
Right,
I kind of feel
Like
the same-
Harry Potter.
like
Yeah.
David Schwimmer
Yeah.
is
Good one.
always Ross.
Yeah.
Good one. Or what's his name with that movie with the little raccoon and the spaceship?
Chris
Guardians
Pratt.
of
Chris
the Galaxy.
Pratt.
Yeah,
Chris Pratt's done so many other
Yeah,
things.
Chris Pratt is a little bit more diverse.
Nope,
than,
he's only Guardian Man.
Guardian Man.
If that's how
You
you,
don't
feel.
even know the character's name.
No, it's
Star Lord.
Star Wars.
If it's not apparent, this is not a great topic for me because I don't know many celebrities. But that raccoon will always be that raccoon from that movie.
That's Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
That's
that's
Bradley
Bradley.
Cooper voices that.
Bradley Cooper's definitely done other stuff.
Yeah, he's a kind of a well-known guy.
Always think of the raccoon.
Someone goes Bradley Cooper, you go, oh, like the raccoon?
I think he even gets recognized more often than you do.
I never get recognized, so that would make
Possible.
sense. As
Tommy,
a raccoon,
I've been with you on multiple occasions when you've been recognized.
that's almost true, probably. If I was Bradley Cooper, I would dress up as a raccoon for Halloween.
I think Pierce Brosnan drives an Audi R8.
Okay, good.
Wow.
This is an interesting
dropping.
dynamic because I don't know the people, but I know their cars. You know the people, but you're kind of the cars. You
And I
know,
don't know either.
I think Pierce Brosnan is a Bentley man. Ooh. He drives a Bentley
Interesting.
Continental.
Yeah. I think he drives a Cullinan.
A what now?
A Cullinan.
Cullinan.
Rolls Royce.
Like the
Rolls
Cullens
Royce.
from
Rolls
Twilight?
Royce. It's a Rolls Royce
another
SUV.
Rolls Royce. Oh, a big
What about
one.
you, Case?
I'm sticking with the Aston.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
classy.
that's a good guess. Let's
Survey
see it.
says.
He's a Bond.
Oh,
Wow! A car that we have.
An I-8.
Hey!
Wow.
Wow.
That's very cool.
Get out of
Roman
my town.
and Pierce Brosnan, basically the same person.
Yep.
You know, we know somebody who had a emotional affair with Sean Connery.
I think it was Pierce Brosnan.
It was Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
It was. We were at this party.
Pierce Brosnan had an emotional affair with Sean
With-
Connery?
No.
That
No,
would
no.
be
Let's get this
awesome.
straight.
So
that would be awesome.
Mary and I were at a party once, and there was this girl at this party who was probably like, what, mid-30s?
Yeah, she was a little older.
Yeah, and we were doing like 2 Truths and a Lie or something.
Yeah.
And one of them was that she had an emotional affair with Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, and we were like, that's the lie,
And
right?
then she's like, no, that's the truth. And we all laughed. And then like we did another round, and she like did it again and doubled down on it. We're like, wow,
well,
that's...
no, I asked her. I was like, we thought she just meant like I had a fantasy about Pierce Brosnan. We're like, sure you did, don't
Sure.
we all?
Yeah, of course.
But then she was like, oh no, that actually happened. Like I was on vacation and I met him on the beach, and we met up on the beach every single evening.
Yeah.
And then she never saw him again, but like he
And-
was married at.
I think an affair is that's a bold term. But they were just like hanging out together
Yeah.
Yeah.
every night in Hawaii.
That's exciting.
Which is crazy. I don't, God, we're going to end up on TMZ claiming that we know Pierce Brosnan had an affair. I'm not claiming that for the record, but it is true apparently that she would hang out with them like
Yeah,
on the beach.
that's what we heard.
Wow.
Yeah, we really had to clarify several times. We're like the real Pierce
real.
Brosnan. She was like, no.
Not
The
a
guy from
lookalike
Mrs.
of
Doubtfire.
The
reenactment.
guy from Mrs. Doubtfire. Who's that?
That is Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Oh, Microsoft.
Have you heard of him?
I've never seen a picture of Bill Gates in my life.
What do you think? Did he meet your expectations?
Well, yeah.
Ooh, Porsche 959.
Dang it, I was going to say that.
Really?
Yeah, because he and some others,
Seinfeld.
they created a law for the 959 so that they could have them here in the States. I guess is one of the things you can do when you have.
So there was this
Bill Gates
car, this Porsche, that was a very special car that wasn't sold in the U.S. And
You picked the wrong car, Cole. He's shaking his head.
Cole's saying no. We do know that
I'm
he
sticking
owns
with
this.
it,
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
So there's this really special Porsche that wasn't sold in the U.S. and like all these really really rich guys were like, well, I want it in the U.S. But you can't just bring a car in because it has to be like certified for road use. So they created this law called the show and display law, where if you can like make an argument that he has a Forerunner, Cole. If you can make the argument a car is very special, you can bring it in for like significant purposes. For like
That's
museums.
cool.
It's for like museums.
Yeah.
But Bill Gates just wanted a car to drive
just
around.
wanted
Yeah.
He's
well,
like,
you-
I'm the special purpose.
I am the special purpose.
And under that law, you can drive them a certain
I
amount
think
of
you
miles.
can, yeah.
And it's a law that makes sense because they're not high enough volume cars for them to be a huge problem on the streets because they haven't gone through U.S. safety standards.
So let's say, Mary, you fell in love with your RAV4 but with a diesel engine.
Okay.
One of the most
Has to be a diesel.
interesting car, yeah, but you couldn't buy one here. You could go to Germany and be like, this car has significant historical value because I want it.
Might be
and
a
then-
tough case.
It might be a
to
tough
build
case for a
around
RAV4 diesel, but yeah, that's pretty
You're
cool.
underestimating my charm.
So I think that this man drives.
a brownish Forerunner that Cole accidentally scrolled by.
gonna
That's
say-
not
Okay,
it.
it's not
Okay,
it.
thank
Say
God.
a 94 Civic. He's humble.
He does not own a '94 Civic.
What is this car?
Yeah, why are we looking at this brown Forerunner?
Okay, my guess is a Ford Focus.
I think no, terrible guess. I think
Terrible.
I think he owns a
Wrong.
Porsche 918.
Okay.
I think this.
All
man
right,
is a
let's
Porsche
find
man.
out.
The answer
And the answer is-
a Tesla.
We could have guessed that.
Is that
guys.
the exact one? So he could get it
Might
detailed.
be. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
That's
My-
a Model
Iconic.
X?
He's got the same car as my mom.
Midnight Silver Model X.
Pretty cool.
She's in
Midnight
good
Silver.
company.
Not only does Jen know the car, she knows the color code.
No, it was only like 5, so not a lot of colors.
5
That's
colors.
fair. You can wrap them though.
Can you name all
And
the
they
colors
do.
available on Tesla Model X?
Well, let's see. They had signature red. They had regular red. They had blue.
Blue was just
Black,
not-
brilliant black. They had white, pearl white, midnight silver. And
My
now-
mom's is like a light silver.
Yeah, then they had
That's called silver.
brilliant silver, I think.
Brilliant
Something
silver.
like
That's
that.
probably it.
So, Jen, if you had to name a color, if you were a product planning, we actually
Yeah.
know these people. You don't know these
Yeah.
people, but we do know these people.
Uh-huh.
What color would it be, and what would you name it?
It would be like kind of a brightish royal blue, and I would call it Polo Dad Blue.
Polo Dad Blue.
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah,
one.
we've talked about that.
I'm almost sure that's legal because the hard thing about naming colors is you can't pick a name that other people have a trademark on.
So you have to be like all original.
Yeah, so you couldn't do like Midnight Silver. What would your color be?
Mine would be kind of like a sage green.
Okay.
And it would be
choice.
called like, let's see, it'd be called like Kingdom Magic or something.
Kingdom
Wow.
Magic.
Wow,
Very
wow.
I can't remember the word. Don't think about it too much. My color would be like a nice powder blue, similar to the powder blue that's on your Mercedes. I like that color a lot, and I'd call it neat blue.
Neat.
It'd be so
Aw,
neat.
That's
Nice.
neat.
I like that
What about
actually.
you?
Simple.
I would take the red, white, and blue from the American flag, combine them into
Nice.
one
Wouldn't that be like purple?
purple.
Like
and
a
I
kind
would,
of a lilac purple?
I would call it Freedom Fire Metallic.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's incredible.
Freedom Fire Metallic.
I like it.
What if you did
That's
all
really good.
3 colors, but in like a chameleon, like in like the 03 Cobras?
What do you mean?
So like
we need to
you,
bring that back?
Yeah, if you like look at, Cole, can you look up like 03 Cobra chameleon color? So it's got like blue, purple, and green. And it, depending on which
What
way,
angle
which
you're looking
angle
at
you're
it
looking
from.
at it, it's and this was a stock.
Oh,
this is
okay.
a stock paint color. So
That's
you
crazy.
could do red,
That
white,
almost
and
looks like
blue
your
in
Freedom
this.
Oh, that's
Fire.
horrible.
You could do red, white, and blue in this.
No, the chameleon colors make me want to poke my eyes out.
Fair enough.
Well,
Wow.
Mary can't even like
know, the problem
focus
is-
on them when she drives by, right?
What?
You were saying if you've got a crazy color that it should be illegal because people are looking at them too
Oh,
much.
that's true.
Yeah.
Here's my
I feel that
problem.
way about basketball players too when their shoes are too bright. Get off the
Distracting on the court. Get out of here.
Court. Get out of here.
My thing
Technical
with
foul.
Nice.
God, the chameleon colors is that they are non-committal.
Yeah.
So you don't like people who are
I think that
flaky?
takes actually a lot of commitment.
I think, okay, so
point, Gabe.
You're right.
I think
Really
you're
good
right
point.
when it's a wrap. But when it's a factory option,
How do they do that?
it's different. Lots of different.
It's the
paint
open
angles.
relationships of colors. You can't decide on the colors, so you just go for all of the colors.
See that?
Okay. Ooh, okay. Kate Middleton.
Ooh.
Known for being one of the royals.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Is that
she probably drives a Range Rover.
Is she royal?
Yeah,
such a
she's
good
Oh,
guess.
She's
yeah.
British.
Yeah. Oh, Mary, I'm so proud of you right
oh,
now.
thank you.
No, I don't think so.
I knew it was a
What
British
do you
car,
think, Tommy?
Well, I see that woman,
It's got to be British.
and I know a lot about her. She's known for being royal
Yeah.
and an
And?
actress.
No.
No.
A
She's
royal
part of the
actress.
royal
That's one of the
family, so
other
that's like her whole
royals.
Her
job.
whole job is to be
That's-
royal.
yeah.
I think she drives a Mini Cooper.
Oh, that's a good guess.
A mini.
It's a little too like chunky for the royal family, I think.
What do you mean chunky?
I don't
It's
know.
the size of a grape. How's it chunky?
Well, the shape is chunky.
The Range Rover's such a good guess.
I
I'm
know.
gonna double down on Aston Martin. No, it's not gonna be an Aston
It's not gonna be an.
It's gotta be British.
It has to be
Yeah.
like more refined.
It's a
it's a-
TVR
I think it's-
Chimera.
I
I'm
think
saying
it's a
that
Jag.
Aston Martin is.
Ooh,
I think it's a
Jag.
Jag.
Oh, it's a Jag.
I think
I'm
that's
gonna
too
go-
flashy. Think about the Brits.
I'm gonna go Bentley.
Hang
Oh,
on.
Bentley.
Before you show it, best name ever for a car. Maybe she drives one.
Best name ever.
Yeah. The Jensen Interceptor.
The Interceptor is pretty cool.
Guys.
Jensen
what?
Interceptor. Is it
I don't know
British?
if that's the best name for a car because there isn't there like an Isuzu
Kind of looks like the Back to the
utility
Future car.
like Magic Utility Wizard
What?
or something. Yeah, there's a car called like the Magic Utility Wizard.
That's the name of the car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Magic Utility.
There it
Wizard.
is.
Magic school bus?
Oh,
Yes, the Magic Utility.
The
The
mysterious-
mysterious utility wizard.
Not very far off.
Of course.
It's like
Yeah.
the Mazda Bongo Friendy.
The Bongo Friendy.
You guys
yeah.
are just saying
No,
words.
this is
No,
real.
no, there is.
Look
there
at
is
the
a
Mazda Bongo Friendy. We did a
Mazda
video.
Bongo
None of these
Friendy.
are real words.
They're real cars. Bongo Friendy.
Friendy. Yep.
You know, in like Mad Libs, when you just say like random like
There is
nouns
also.
and adjectives
I think
together.
there's a Nissan Titan Dump.
It's a Mazda Titan Dump.
Oh, is it a Mazda?
It's a Mazda.
Yeah,
Titan.
Mazda Titan, Dump.
Titan Dump.
Impressive.
Well,
The
The
Mazda Titan Dump.
So funny
Actually,
to
that's
see
aptly
in
named.
writing.
Yeah,
Titan Dump. Where is Mazda from?
they're
Japan.
Japanese.
Okay.
So
All of these cars. Are
Japan in the 90s was like weirdly obsessed with American naming things, which is why you'll end up with vehicles like the Mitsubishi Delica Space Gear. And they'll just put random English words on the car.
American.
American. And then you end up with
Straight.
vehicles like the.
Okay, I want to know what Kate Middleton drives.
Let's find out. Oh,
Wow.
It's a Range Rover.
Range Rover.
I am so good at this game.
Wow.
You've
You
got
did it,
one
Mary.
of them.
That's really impressive given I don't know a lot of cars by name.
Yeah, no,
Guys.
you nailed it on that
You
one.
did good.
Yeah, it's a L460. Right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Do you think she actually drives
Ultimate
it? Ooh.
smooth.
She got a
Wow,
roll.
she got that rolls.
Now I like that one.
Oh.
Oh,
So now we
okay.
got to guess the celebrity. Mr. Bean.
Goodness. Oh my God. No, he's got that three-wheel one.
Rowan Atkinson? Is
Rowan
that his name?
Atkinson.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
sorry.
does have a lot of cars.
You know who drives that car?
Didn't Rowan Atkinson get a? Had like the biggest insurance claim.
Yeah, it was a McLaren F1.
Yeah.
Rowan Atkinson had a McLaren Atkinson, I think, right? Had a McLaren F1. He crashed like 2 or 3 times, and he still sold it for more than they paid for it. Yeah.
Probably because he owned it.
Yeah. So what we're looking at here, if you're listening to the podcast, is a 1950s or 60s Rolls Royce. I think it's early 60s. You know who drives that? T-Pain.
Okay. I have a question. Is Rolls-Royce, where are they from?
They're British.
They're British?
They're also
okay.
British.
As is Rowan Atkinson, right?
Yeah.
Good guess by me.
See, look at that. That grill is like the same grill on the
Yeah,
new
I
Rolls.
like how that one looks. I'm going to be honest about that one. Okay, I think this car is driven by Julie Andrews.
Oh, good one.
Wow, that's really good.
Why couldn't it have been a green Mini Cooper with a black door or a black hood? Rowan Atkinson.
Does he have one?
Okay, Jen is
Bean.
left to
No way.
guess who drives this 50s
Well, who do you think?
Roll-
Because I'm still
Rolls-Royce.
thinking.
I said Rowan Atkinson.
Oh,
I'm sticking with
shoot.
Mr. Bean.
I'm sticking with T-Pain.
Shoot. Jack Black.
Oh, nice.
Let's
Let's
find
see
out.
who it is.
Oh,
Beyonce.
not Mr. Bean.
A little
Very
different
close.
physically from Mr. Bean.
Do I get the point for this one?
What?
Who did you say? again?
T-Pain.
I said Julie
that's
Andrews, who
pretty
is a
different.
woman.
No, listen. Julie Andrews and Beyonce. Beyonce's way closer to T-Pain.
Jack
than
Black
Julie
is a
Andrews.
singer.
No, he's
Ooh,
not.
He is a singer.
Absolutely
is
Jack
too.
Black
Tenacious
is an
D.
artist.
T-Pain, American man, Which
Beyonce's a
we
woman.
Doesn't- yeah.
But they both sing pop music.
Okay.
I think I won that round.
I don't think we're keeping track.
Well,
point,
we're tied. Me and
Well,
you were tied.
Okay.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah, Beyonce.
yeah, that
pretty
is.
pleased with
She
that.
would look awesome in that car.
I bet she
Uh-huh.
does.
bet she
Oh my
does.
gosh.
All right, what's next, Cole?
An XJ220,
Wow.
Mr. Bean.
Okay, somebody explain what we're looking at.
So this is a Jaguar XJ220, which was this like hypercar from the
I've
90s.
seen one of these in person.
That's cool.
A green one.
Maybe Case owns it. It was a really expensive exclusive car from like the late 90s.
Wasn't that the fastest car in the world at the time?
It was.
Sean Connery.
Do you need something cool?
Probably move your mic 3 inches to the right.
Is that good?
Yes.
Cole, can you give us a nationality on this person?
That's cheating. British? They're
British.
the celebrities
Mr.
British?
Bean.
You're just
Who
gonna
else
guess
is
Mr. Bean?
British?
Well, Sean Connery's Scottish, isn't he?
Okay, so here's
Sure,
my
not
take.
the
I
same.
think whoever drives this car is a little bit cocky. So it's not like a humble British person.
Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah.
It's not a bad guess.
I'm going back to
No.
Bond. I'm saying Daniel Craig.
Good guess, actually.
Daniel Craig drives an XJ220.
Thinking of British people.
Christian Bale.
Ooh, good guess too.
Probably not.
It probably.
Who, are you sticking with Rowan
Is
Atkinson?
Christian
Sure.
Bale British?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of other
Yeah.
famous British car people.
The more you know.
I found that like a year ago.
The more you know.
All right.
Oh no, wait, I haven't guessed.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna guess poop.
Well, that's probably wrong.
I can't think of a single British person.
How about Daniel Tennant?
David.
David Tennant.
David Tennant. No, I want to guess on my own. I can't think of a British person. I was gonna say Harry Styles, but I know Harry Styles doesn't drive that car.
Also, Cole wouldn't put Harry
Because
Styles on
Harry
this list.
Styles is
Not
better than the XJ220. Is that your
Yes,
reasoning?
In my opinion.
Interesting.
In my
Very
opinion.
interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Prince Harry.
Oh,
John!
no way.
Elton John.
He
Amazing.
just moved up
Is
even
Elton John
further
British?
in my book. Yeah.
Wow.
Is Elton John British? Is the
He
worst
is
question
Sir
you've ever
Elton
asked.
John.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He was knighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Okay.
Wow,
Good
I
pick.
am.
Good for him.
Good for
I'm
him.
impressed.
That's awesome.
That is
We should have known. We knew it was gonna
We're
be flashy.
having a lot
Wow.
of British cars in this.
a lot of British people. Is Cole trying to tell us something with his list?
What
Yeah.
would Cole be trying to
Send
tell
us a
us? He wants to
swerve
move to
now.
Britain.
All right,
Oh,
we're looking
okay.
at a Ferrari.
Ferrari something. I don't know.
It's just some type of Ferrari, a red one.
And
Yeah.
this is the unique situation where Mary and I know the same amount about this car.
It's a red Ferrari.
No, this was like the Ferrari SP3, I think. This was like a really
Sounds
limited edition.
We're not-
hyper-
SF90 Stradale Spider.
Oh, that's what I said. SF90
Yeah.
Stradale
That's what we
Spider.
all said.
Yeah, we're not big supercar people.
No.
It's not our tax bracket.
Yeah.
I'm going for Jay Leno. Because even if he's not the
Okay.
specific one.
That's
Yeah.
not fair.
Hey,
That's called throwing
it's a guess.
I know.
It's a really
I
bad
know.
guess.
It's a really bad guess.
You know, Jay Leno specifically doesn't own any Ferraris.
Oh, really?
Wow.
That's like one of the
You're
things about Jay Leno is he
so
doesn't like
I take it back.
Ferraris.
You're so silly.
Literally any other car you could have guessed.
I should have known too, because he and I, we were just having lunch the other day
Yeah.
talking about how he doesn't own Ferraris.
You know who would own this thing? Conan.
Ugh.
It's got to be a talk show host. Right, Cole?
On the right track.
Oh.
Right on.
So we need to talk about this for a sec. Mary and I, not a fan of Conan O'Brien.
For why?
yeah, he's funny.
I just don't think he's funny
I think Conan kills people.
with his comedy.
That is
No.
quite the accusation, Mary.
Oh.
Not actually. I just
Oh,
think
so
he
Mary
has.
hates rhinos and she thinks Conan
hate-
is murdering people.
All right, listen.
Wow.
I just think Conan has the face of a serial killer.
He's got the forehead of one, maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think he tries a little too hard. That's my opinion.
I just don't like his.
Come on. That man's
Well,
that man is
soulless
not
eyes.
innocent.
He has Bill Burr on his show a lot, which I
love
do
Bill
like.
Burr.
Yeah,
He's
but we
funny.
just watch Bill Burr.
I do.
Oh,
I do.
the thing about Conan O'Brien is he owns a Ford Taurus SHO, and he
What would look good parked next to a Taurus SHO?
is a Challenge Stradale SF90
Spider.
Something.
Spider.
Okay, I have a
Spider.
question. Do you guys think Idris
Competizione.
Elba would fit in that car? Is he too tall?
Who's Idris Elba?
He Elba.
Idris Elba?
Idris Elba?
Idris? Is it Idris?
Oh, he was in The Office.
Yes.
Briefly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
What
him.
he's best known for.
his main role in
2
The Office.
episodes.
yeah, exactly.
I think he drives that car.
Idris Elba.
That's cool. Oh my god.
Idris Elba.
I was cringing.
I think
Ibis
he's a
Elbow.
little too old now, but I think he should have been the next Bond.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He would have been
He's got the
such
swab.
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely
Definitely got the
not.
swab.
Why not? You don't even know who I'm talking
He's
about.
American.
No, he's not.
No,
He's British.
Yeah.
He's the guy who replaced Michael Scott as boss.
Yeah, but he's doing an American accent in that
Yeah,
show.
just like
Really?
Christian Bale
Yeah.
You can't be 6'6"
does
and be
an
Bond.
American accent.
That's too tall to be James Bond. You have to be 6 feet or under.
You know what Christian Bale drives?
What does he drive?
In a first-gen Tacoma.
That's great to know,
But
but
he
who
does.
drives this
I
Ferrari?
don't know.
God, I'm really blanking on this.
know.
Jimmy Fallon.
Ooh.
I like Jimmy Fallon, but you don't.
I've seen Jimmy
I'm gonna
Fallon.
go Kimmel.
Okay, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Idris Elba, and
Conan O'Brien.
Let's find out.
oh, Kevin Hart. Okay,
Not a talk
I
show
was so close when I was thinking like a tall black man. I just should have done a short black man.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, not
I
known
love
for being
Kevin
tall.
Hart.
I think
He's got a nice jacket.
Kevin Hart makes me laugh so hard.
part of the reason I don't like Conan O'Brien is because he doesn't take care of his Taurus. Like,
It's
did you
very
see that
dusty.
video clip?
Yeah,
and
I
he's
did.
like,
Yeah.
he never cleaned his car.
Yeah.
Ever.
It's in
Oh,
bad
he still
shape.
has
And they
it.
gave him this like special Taurus.
Very special. SHO. Valuable car.
That thing is.
Do you like Kevin
cool.
Hart?
I love Kevin Hart.
I like his taste in Ferrari, if I knew what it was.
Have you guys seen Central Intelligence?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, with the rock.
With The Rock.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Dwayne.
something like that movie made me belly laugh. I watched it on Christmas Eve one year, and it was just the best decision
It's like an
I've
older
ever
movie,
made.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I don't know, 2015 maybe.
Have you seen the Jumanji movies?
I love
Oh,
those
so
movies.
good.
Kevin Hart is
So,
a
so
national
good.
treasure.
Yeah.
Jack Black's in those movies.
Yeah,
He
he
is.
sure is.
He's
Yeah.
also
The newer ones.
my sweetheart.
Also, the original Jumanji is a great movie.
That is
Goes
Robin
without
Williams.
saying, yeah.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace.
I get Robin Williams and Jack Black confused in my head.
That's
a
interesting.
Grave error.
Yeah.
very
don't
interesting.
tell people that.
Yeah. Don't say
Especially
that.
Cole,
out loud.
cut that
on a
one out,
podcast.
would you? In the podcast.
Cut that.
What do we got next?
Yeah, who's next?
Oh, an El Camino. No way.
Ooh.
Someone cool drives this. Dak Shepard.
Ooh,
He's got a lot of
interesting.
muscle
He
cars.
does have. He had that one
I don't-
movie that he made with his wife. We actually he drove his own car. I forget
that's
what
cool.
car it was, but it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He's also got that hot rodded out wagon.
Yeah, the Ford. He put like a Mustang front
Uh-huh.
end on.
What was that?
I forget what kind of wagon.
I don't know.
Oh, it was
And
so
it's got, like,
cool.
Coyote in it. He's got a lot of cool cars.
Yeah, he does.
But he's not famous enough.
Well,
That's
According to
true.
who?
Cole.
Cole probably.
I don't think Cole would put Dak Shepard on the list.
That's a
Cole
good
is
guess.
giving
though.
like
you
Dak
a very
Shepard, right?
upset.
Yeah,
wow.
Cole likes Dak Shepard.
You don't know.
Since when do
don't
you
know
like Dak
Kevin,
Shepard?
Cole, whoever this is at
He's
all.
a really ripping motorcycle rider too. Our old coworker Alex went on a motorcycle event with Dak Shepard.
That's right, and he
and
didn't
had
know
no
who he
idea.
was.
Alex doesn't watch movies. He only watches sports.
Probably why Dax liked him.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
along really well. Alex went up to Dak Shepard and like, so what are you doing here? What's your outlet? And he's like, I just do some Instagram stuff. And Alex was like, that's cool. And like all these people were taking pictures with Dak Shepard.
And Alex is like, "Who is this guy?"
Love it.
The motorcycle programs, actually, you meet some pretty interesting. My dad did a BMW motorcycle program with Morgan Freeman once.
That's right.
That's cool.
You were on the bus with Brian Johnson from AC/DC.
Yeah, that was a Porsche
That's
thing.
cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who's the most famous person you've met, Mary?
Probably you, Tommy.
Tommy just getting recognized left and right.
Andre.
People are like, "That's Tommy Mike." Yeah,
The crazy
that does
story.
happen, Andre.
Alex one time was at an F1 race with Prince Harry.
Yeah, and then he got up and Elon Musk took his seat.
But
Oh
he was talking to Prince Harry and had no idea who he was. Same thing happened at that.
Thought it was Ed Sheeran.
What's his name? Adam Driver. Alex also had dinner
no
with
idea
Adam
who that
I
Driver.
was.
love Adam Driver.
Seriously?
And all these celebrities love Alex
Did he-
because he has no
he
idea who
didn't
these
know?
people are.
He did
That's
know who Lewis
amazing.
Hamilton was
Yeah. How
And
do
he
you know
met-
who Lewis Hamilton is, but not Prince
because
Harry?
he watches sports.
Oh.
Yeah, you will know athletes better than like
Okay,
actors.
Cole, can we have some sort of genre hint on this?
Musician.
A
A
musician.
musician.
Who plays music?
Musicians.
50 Cent.
50 Cent does not own an El Camino.
He's got Rolls and an El
You
Camino.
don't know that.
Well,
I do
I
know
thought
that.
he had a 6'4" Impala.
I think if this is going to be a rocker, John Bon Jovi.
Steven Tyler. I don't know. He's
Ooh,
got a lot of
good
cars.
guess.
Oh, good one.
That's a really good guess.
I'm blanking on everyone right now.
Yeah,
All I can think about are dead
Here,
musicians.
I'm going to give you some
That's
live
not
ones.
helping.
Bono, Sting, Jamiroquai.
Those are three of the artists of all time.
I'm going to say Little John.
Little John.
Right on.
Do you need some other artists, Mary?
No, no,
Keep
no.
going.
No.
She's got this.
I'm gonna go
Look at the focus. Look at the intensity.
Stephen Perry.
And the answer is
Lady Gaga.
Oh, wow. No way.
Okay, pop off,
what's
Stephanie.
up.
Very cool. She's got a couple
That
cool
is
cars.
what's
Actually,
up.
she has I think she's got a first generation F-150 Lightning,
That's cool.
yeah,
Oh, that's
she
right.
does.
She does.
which is pretty sweet.
She's a cool lady.
She's a
She is
really
cool.
cool
Hip,
lady.
hip lady.
And she's also 4'11".
She's teeny.
Really? Wow. No way.
That can't be true.
I think it's true.
My mom accidentally met her in Chicago, and Lady Gaga was petting the dog that my mom was walking, and my mom was just staring at her boyfriend, who was the guy from Chicago Fire.
Oh my god.
So she was just like
Ignored
starstruck
Lady
by
Gaga?
completely ignored
She's
that Lady
5'1".
Gaga had
that's
no
more
idea.
reasonable.
Okay,
That's pretty near. That's
4'11"
pretty
and
close.
5'1" is the same height.
I'll give you that.
No.
That's pretty
It's short.
close.
Short is
Tommy, if
height.
you were 4'11", no, if you were 5'1", would you want people saying that you were 4'11"?
At that point, doesn't matter.
All right,
You're-
whatever.
be like, no, I'm 5'1".
There are guys that are 5'10" who are like, I'm 6 feet.
Yeah, that's the
6'1".
Tinder problem.
6'1" on a good day.
on a good day, not on a bad day.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a Toyota Sienna.
Oh,
Paul Rudd.
Jennifer
No.
Garner.
oh man, what's his name? Han from Fast and Furious. Doesn't he have?
shoot,
Yeah.
he does. Oh, dang it.
Sung Kang.
Oh, you met him.
I
Okay,
did
yeah.
meet him.
Yeah.
Shoot, I think you're right. I think
That's
you are
my
right. Dang it.
I keep looking
did
at Cole
say it
for
was like one of his
confirmation, and he
favorites.
keeps shaking his head at me.
He did say it was one of his
not
favorite
gonna-
cars.
Yeah, which is
You
hilarious.
might have one.
Can you help me list some actors?
Nope.
Leonardo DiCaprio,
doesn't have to
Kate
be an actor.
Winslet.
All people
Leo
that would
does
likely
not drive
not
one of
have
these.
one.
I
Those
think
are the only
it's-
actors I know.
No, I think it's this guy.
Only actors.
Matthew
Chris Pratt.
Oh,
Perry.
you know who drives that? Tom Cruise.
Yeah, that's a very
Probably,
Tom Cruise
yeah.
car.
I said Jennifer Garner.
Okay, what the answer is?
What?
Really? Marky
I'm-
Mark?
You know
Interesting.
Mintmobile. There's a lot of mints in his.
He calls it the Mint Mobile. Okay.
Did you guys know that Mark
We need to
Wahlberg
get
is
you a
a
mic.
really good
Uber?
dancer?
Mark Wahlberg's a good dancer.
He is.
Why is he such a good dancer?
Is he was
Because
in
he
a-
was Marky Mark in the
yeah,
Funky
he
Bunch.
was in a
That
boy
too.
He, was
band.
he
Did you
used to
guys-
be a rapper in the
He
80s.
started out in a boy band.
Marky Mark and the Funky
Marky
Bunch.
Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Look
What?
at that.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, look at
Oh, yeah.
that's something.
That's a crazy situation.
Yeah.
Is that his Calvin Klein ad at the bottom on the right? Or no?
Marky Mark and the Funchy Bunch.
No, so close.
I don't.
Funky.
pretty far?
Marky
actually.
Mark and the Funchy Bunk.
Oh, no, Tom.
Funky.
This is my dyslexia coming in. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's pretty ripped.
Unfortunate.
All right, we got one more, Cole.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Okay, so
no.
we're looking at an F650 Ford, heavily lifted, big tires.
Yeah.
So my mind goes one of two ways:
This has got to be a musician, right,
Arnold.
Cole?
giant person or tiny person.
It's an athlete.
It's
An
it's
athlete.
Oh,
I know a
this
lot of
is
those.
Serena Williams.
No, it's not Serena
Can
Williams.
I phone a friend? We should call Alex.
Are we allowed to know which sport?
Basketball.
Okay, Slay.
Okay.
Magic Johnson.
Is he still playing? Or
LeBron
she?
James.
Not
He's
playing
he's
anymore.
retired.
Retired.
Magic Johnson.
Shaq.
Ooh, that's
Shaq's
a good guess. That's yeah.
I'm gonna
Charles
go
Barkley.
Shaq.
I'm gonna guess DJ Diesel.
That's also Shaq.
I know.
All right, who is it, Cole?
Hey, well done.
Yes.
A really good guess.
So where are we at with this one?
There's one more.
But hang on, it's a tiebreaker. So you have one.
I think we all have.
We all have you got?
I've got like 3 or 4.
no case.
So Cole has none. You have one.
I'm not Cole.
That's case.
Jen has one. Mary has one. Who did you get?
I got Kate Middleton driving the Range Rover.
And Timmy.
And I have one as well because of the Beyonce T-Pain connection.
No, you don't get that one. You're at 0.
So I am also at one.
The boys are at 0. Jen
So
and I have
we
1.
are rocking it.
So we're winning.
Okay.
All right, final one. I actually know this one.
Oh no.
Well, there's several. There's several.
There's like 7 people I have on it.
Is that a Prius?
Oh, so we
What?
just got to get one of Brad Pitt.
Larry David.
Wait, what are we looking at? Let people know.
It's a Toyota Prius, second generation. Kind of the third generation because there was a
Oh,
generation in
man.
Japan that we didn't get. But we're gonna
As
call
everyone knows, all Prius enthusiasts. Any
This-
real car person knows about the first generation Prius we didn't get here in the States.
What's the code name for this Prius?
Laser.
As any car person knows,
Laser?
Blazer.
Did you say laser?
Laser.
It's XV20.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah. As I just said.
Sold from
745.
Oh,
745, that's what I
said. Yeah. The years? 2000 and, you know,
Three?
to all the way up until that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Year.
04.
Or 4.
Dude, you
I
were
was
close with 3.
I was close.
Okay, who do you think drives
Okay.
this?
Yeesh.
Yeah.
You're good with Brad Pitt. And I'm confident Larry David had one of these.
I'm going to say Christian Bale. I'm
Matt
going him
Damon.
again. Yep. He seems like
Batman?
an
Batman.
environmentally
Batman
friendly
and Prius?
person. Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Oh, it could also be that really tall guy. The guy. Who,
Larry Bird?
No, God. Actor guy with with good hair.
Good hair. Adam Driver?
No, he also
He's
drives a
tall,
Hummer
too.
EV. He's a famous actor.
Tall
Not Arnold,
and
'cause he's
good
not.
hair.
Yeah, and he's got a kind of a good, decent voice. It's like a
For
good
singing
voice.
or talking?
No, he's
Could
an
not
actor.
be.
He's an actor.
Many people.
You said good voice. Some actors have singing voices.
Morgan
Kind of-
Freeman.
no, he kind of looks like Jim from The Office.
Is it John Krasinski?
No, it's not.
Because that would be. He looks just like
He
Jim.
does.
from
He's
The
Big environmentalist. He drives a Hummer EV, but he's also kind of wacky. I'll think of it.
All right.
Anyway.
Who is it?
You can't name a thing he's.
This is just according to the 2009 website I used.
All right,
All
2009
right, let's
website.
find out.
Okay.
Amy Winehouse.
No.
Who is it?
Isn't that something for
America
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 Ferrera?
Ferrera.
She was in the Barbie movie.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Danny DeVito.
my boy Danny.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff
The
Goldblum.
Goldblum's got a Prius.
Okay, Julia
What?
Roberts.
Right.
Was not expecting that.
That girl.
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst.
Hey,
No
Leo.
way.
No way. Leo
Get out of my
DiCaprio.
town. Are these all current?
Ryan Gosling.
No.
Oh my
Love
God.
Ryan Gosling.
That's all of them.
Wow.
Do they currently drive them, Cole?
Didn't Brad Pitt? Did
Why
have
don't you
one,
know
didn't he?
these things? Got to fact check.
Am
So
I
Jen
right
and I
about that?
won.
You did. You guys did good.
Go.
Ashton Kutcher. That's what I was thinking of.
He's not very tall.
Is he not? I
think so.
He's
He was taller than most people
yeah,
on
he's
that
like
70s show.
6'2", 6'3",
But
right?
I think what Cole's proving here, the most driven car by celebrities in that period was the Prius.
It was the Prius.
XV20.
XV20 generation Prius. Not a lot of people about the XV10, but when they came out with the 20, that was the era. 04, baby.
Because it's more of a fastback.
More of a fastback. That's right. Ryan Gosling took one look at that and was like,
That's it.
Performance
Driver.
incarnate.
speaking of which, I do want to talk about one Ryan Gosling movie, which happens to be one of Case and I's favorite movie.
Oh, I know what it is.
Crazy Stupid Love?
Nope.
I know what it is.
Because I actually like that
It's
movie.
that
Yeah, it's a
one
great
that
movie.
it
It's a
has
And he's like,
Kurt Russell in it.
Kurt Russell movie?
Nice Guys.
Nice Guys.
Oh, it's
Ooh,
such
yeah.
a good one.
That is a good movie.
That's a great movie.
Probably
It's
not
kinda
as good
violent.
as Crazy Stupid Love, though.
Maybe
It's
not.
a great movie.
It's a
is.
great movie.
Better than
though.
Nice Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice Guys has a Mercedes
when was the
280
last-
convertible in it.
When was the last time you watched Crazy Stupid Love?
Wait, it's not Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell's in Nice Guys.
Yeah.
No,
He's-
it's no, it's
Russell Crowe.
Russell
Russell
Crowe.
Crowe.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
We
like,
were so close
The Russell
with all
was
the
in there.
letters.
I showed my wife this movie and she did not like it.
It's such a good movie.
It's a very man movie.
Which is interesting too, but it's so stylized, and you guys like vintage stuff.
I do, but it's very violent and kind of.
raunchy.
It was so
Raunchy.
funny.
Briefly, Hannibal Buress voices like a bee in a hallucination in this movie.
That's
which
right.
is cool because he's also very funny.
And
He's from
Gory
Chicago.
Rice
He is.
was also the star of the new Mean Girls.
Oh yeah.
Probably lost Case on that one a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. No.
No, absolutely not. So now that we've talked very little about cars, we need to go on to our next segment, which is our trivia
Yeah, we
segment.
gotta
Trivia.
recenter. We gotta recenter.
Which, as always, is brought to you by our friend Scott O'Sullivan over at O'Sullivan Law Firm, the official sponsor of Carish.
Yeah.
And
Thank you,
he, for some reason, he just keeps coming back. We just go more and more off the rails.
Yeah, and he can help you with a lot of things. If you're ever in an accident on 4 wheels or on 2, if you're a motorcyclist, he can help you out with that. But I wish he could help me out with trivia because I feel like we're going from one trivia thing
To another.
to another,
Well, you just got to know more things, Case.
which
Just do better.
One day we should have Scott on the trivia.
We should.
That
I
would
bet
be
he would be
good.
good at
yeah, I
it.
bet he'd
Yeah.
be great at it. We
Yeah.
could do law
He
trivia.
can,
We could do
honestly,
legal trivia.
he can take my seat.
But no, you cannot dump out
Case
of
is pretty
Carish.
soon. Mary and Case will switch, and Case will ask the questions.
Yeah, I do
Oh.
want to. I
Very
do.
well.
I think it would be really
Yeah.
funny if one day you all come up, like you each come up with 5 questions, and I try to answer the simplest car questions that you
Yeah.
can think of.
Oh, I
Right.
like that.
And we'll see
Like,
if
what does
how
a
much I've
catalytic
learned.
converter do?
Well, maybe something easier than that.
Okay.
It catalyzes.
Well, you know, it catalyzes.
It
yeah.
goes. It
Converts.
makes the process go faster.
It is.
Well,
It does
I
catalyze.
mean, if it's clogged, it'll definitely go slow.
On the
so.
contrary, this week's trivia questions are harder.
Oh my god. Because they've been so easy in the past.
Well,
yeah,
here's
it's like
the thing,
what?
though.
How many barrel carburetor is on the
The 1953 Corvette. By the way, did you see that guy that ripped me a new one in the comments the other week?
No.
Case, you want to explain?
Oh yeah, he was like, if you don't know what year the Corvette went from a single headlight to a double headlight, you're not a car guy.
Wow.
He's like,
How does it feel
wow.
to not be a car guy?
Wow.
Who knew that was the one
that was
piece
it.
of
Yeah,
information,
that
the
was it.
only piece of
Yeah, I
information
think
you
so.
needed to know.
Before you can
And you
join any
didn't.
car club, there's that question. What
Yeah.
year did the C1 Corvette go from single to double
So
headlight?
what is it?
Don't ask
We're
me
not
that.
we're not car guys.
People.
Yeah.
Not a car person right
This is the
here.
car-ish
Obviously.
channel.
I think it's 54. No, I think it's 57. It's 57.
Man,
Oh no.
And really,
you are
it's,
so unqualified to do what you do.
I'm
Yeah,
Certainly
horribly
not the-
unqualified.
oh,
Certainly not
58.
See,
Dang.
there you go. You're over a decade of being here doing this job, reporting on the car industry.
Gone.
I didn't even
Worthless.
know that.
Worthless.
To shreds.
Embarrassing.
You know, you've only been with the company for 12 years. So I
But
mean,
seriously, if you
Yeah.
want some help knowing Corvette facts, give Scott a call. He's your number one man. Or if you were involved in a vehicle-related incident, he's probably
Yeah,
more likely
and
to help you.
Legal representation.
good man on
He's
your
the
side.
best.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, what I was saying is this week's a little harder, but I have given some of the points double points. Or some of the
goodness. Wow.
questions double points.
Goodness.
I do need a pen.
oh God.
Okay.
We need a pen.
Cole, do you got a pen?
We've got...
Nice.
Whoa!
Ed. It's like when someone tosses Michael the scissors and he catches.
Okay,
Overhand.
nobody look at the page.
Case just immediately beelines looking.
I'm just looking at Tommy.
Because I'm so photogenic.
All right, ready?
Making eye
Question
contact.
number 1, right off the bat, is worth 2 points.
Oh
The
boy.
names on the back here.
What year did the Corvette go from double headlights to quad headlights?
All right, we got Tommy, we got Jen, and we have Case. Everybody say hello.
And make one for
Timmy,
Cole, too.
Timmy,
'cause
Jan, and Grace.
Yep, Cole.
No, Cole helped
Cole-
me. Cole helped me.
Cole
put
and
these
I
questions
usually
together
end
so
up
he knows
tying.
the answers. All right, ready? This is a terrible question, but it is worth 2 points.
Okay, make sure you get close to the mic.
It is worth 2 points.
Okay.
Okay. What specific engine code
I'm gone.
is used for the legendary Toyota 2JZ GTE engine?
12.
That is, it's a 2JZ.
Nice.
That was the answer?
Yeah.
You said the answer in the
It was a
question.
trick question.
Mary,
I'm winning!
Mary is like, what color is the red dog over there? That's a terrible question.
Okay.
That was worth 2 points. This is just giving
As
it
soon
the
as you
case.
said engine code,
Cole,
my-
did you make that just
High-
so
high
Case
five
could get
from-
on the board?
Yes.
Yes.
Good job, Case.
Oh, I hated that.
I hate you,
I
gross.
have as discussed this morning, I have a tattoo of a 2JZ piston on me.
Did you know
So I should have gotten that.
it was a
Yeah,
2JP?
I did.
Next
Okay.
question.
100%.
In the year 1999, Case was born. What year was Case born?
1998.
Oh.
Listen, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. This one's easy. So get ready.
Is this a one-pointer?
Yeah. Which Porsche model
Porch?
model
Which Porsche?
was the first to feature a turbocharged engine from the factory?
930
Nine-
turbo. Oh, no.
I was going to say 911 turbo.
Is it 930 turbo?
It's 911 turbo and then parentheses 930.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
So I think Tommy
The
got
Porsche
it.
Thank you.
930.
Yeah.
Our goal is to shut out Jen on this
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
it's a Jen shutout.
We'll just talk over.
The next question. Case
Typical
and
men.
Jen arm wrestle.
Who wins?
I would love to arm wrestle.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to
Who?
arm wrestle
We
later?
could,
Who
we
do you
could
want to
definitely
arm wrestle?
Anyone?
It's not for me.
Okay.
Next question.
What is the red line RPM of the Honda S2000's F20C engine?
2,500.
I'm going to...
Jen,
Jen,
what are you
not a Cummins.
thinking?
I'm going to say 7,800.
I'm going to say 8,100.
Tommy gets that one. It's 9,000.
Wow.
Did you really mean
No,
2,500?
just want to give you guys a chance.
Okay.
Thank you.
Aw,
This is
she's shutting herself out.
patronizing now.
All right. Which car manufacturer developed the Wankel rotary engine for mass production?
An SU. And
I'm gonna
his
say
rotary-
Mazda.
Mazda.
Car manufacturer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For mass production?
It's a Mazda.
I disagree with that
The
one.
Winkle rotary engine?
Yeah, look up the NSU RO80. Have you heard
How
of this
mass
car?
produced was it?
They made a lot. They made a few of
Like
them.
Several.
25?
They made several of them. Dozens.
So
At
they
least
built them
7.
for 10 years, from 67 to 77. Look up how many RO80s they built.
He really wants this point.
Yeah.
You're
because-
already ahead, Tommy.
Is he?
Let's see. 37,000.
Now
That's-
ask how many
that's a few-
Mazda produced.
Okay, look up
Yeah.
what year the Mazda debuted the rotary. If it's before 67, I'll give it to you. Let's see.
67.
Ooh.
Oh.
Because in
All right, I'll give you
1967.
Mazda. Okay. Who said Mazda? Was it
I
Jen?
think Case said it first.
No, you said it. Did you say it
I
first?
did, but Case said it first.
Okay.
Oh
was a
yeah, look,
millisecond
actually,
behind him.
you were 100% right. The first vehicle equipped. I was just being an incorrect dick. Although, this is a fun fact.
Being abstinent.
So the RO80, the abstinent, yes, or row 80, if you will,
Sure.
had monstrous engine failure. Like it was really common. So you know the Jeep Wave. You like wave to other Jeeps?
Yes, I do.
Back like in Europe in the 60s and 70s, you would wave to other
like, help.
NSU. No, you would flash how many engines have been replaced. So you would
That's
do like a 3 or a 2 or a 4.
So
We should start
great.
doing that with our Land Rover.
Yeah, for real.
All right,
right.
Jen, good work on that one.
All right. What Formula One team did Ayrton Senna drive for when
Ayrton.
McLaren.
Ayrton.
What did you say?
Ayrton.
Ayrton Senna drive for when he won his first world championship.
Ooh, first world championship.
That's McLaren.
I'm gonna say Honda.
Lotus?
It's the McLaren.
Yeah.
All right. Jen's,
Cole's
Jen-
losing it back.
Yeah, what?
What?
Did we do something funny?
All right.
Our producer's laughing at us like we're not serious.
It's nothing new.
This is serious business.
Come on.
Okay.
trivia.
In what year did Audi introduce
Quattro.
all-wheel driving to rally racing?
1980.
81?
84.
1980 on the dot. Nice, Tommy.
Dang,
When
Tommy.
when I was a kid, I was obsessed with Class B rally, Group B rally.
Yeah. As many people still
Just
are.
like Mary. Mary, name another Group B rally car.
You got it. Nissan.
I don't think they had one. Like every company had one except for Nissan.
Toyota.
They're not. They're slow.
Oh my god. They did.
Think American.
Ford.
Money.
There you go.
Okay. This is another 2-pointer. What was the compression ratio of the original Dodge Hellcat 6.2 liter supercharged V8 engine?
12 to 1.
What do you think? It's European? What are you? I'm
Well, I
gonna
guess it is
say it's
supercharged, so
supercharged.
maybe it's
yeah.
less,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say 9.5 to 1.
It is 9.5 to 1.
Wow.
Really good
Yeah.
job, Tommy.
Wow.
Okay, Tommy got 2 points
Tommy
there.
wants it.
Tommy wants it.
It's none
Okay.
of them European jobs with them high compression units.
Which
Like a Model
BMW
T.
M car was the only one to feature a V10 engine?
M5.
E60 M5.
Yeah.
Jen said it
Jen
first.
said it first.
Yeah. I said it with more detail.
E60.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Not really important, I guess.
It was the E60 though. Well done. Okay, the Nissan R32 GTR earned what motorsport nickname due to its dominance?
Godzilla.
That was Case.
Good
Straight
one.
up.
Dang.
Good job.
We
Case.
all had
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Your Case.
No.
That was gross.
No, that was gross.
What is up with you two today?
I don't know. We're on something. Okay. What company manufactured the carbon fiber
Monocoque.
pink classic? Oh no, it's chassis for the McLaren F1.
Chassis.
What company manufactured? That's a good question.
The monocoque company.
Someone has to know. So we're talking the ability to make chassis in the early 90s, right?
Nestle.
Nestle, like the tea maker.
Yeah.
Or the chocolate chip?
Chocolate.
Oh, I'm going chocolate. Nestle doesn't make
Nestle.
chocolate.
Yes, they do.
That's a crazy thing.
You've never
Nestle.
had a Nestle chocolate chip cookie?
I'm thinking of Lipton.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boom, Nesquik.
Nesquik.
Oh my
They might have made that
Oh
chassis.
my God, does Nesquik come from Nestle? I
Well,
never
it is,
put
it
that
is
together.
Nestle.
I never put
It
that
is
together.
Nestle.
And it's quickly made.
Nesquik is gross. Isn't that the one that they have to say is a chocolate beverage? Or is that the...
That's Yoo-hoo.
See,
That's
I always
Yoo-hoo.
It's
like the
not-
strawberry Nesquik.
Yeah.
Interesting. You guys ever had Ovaltine?
No, what are you, from the 1920s? Ever have Ovaltine?
Well, I would assume
What,
you
to
have then.
cure your polio? Like,
No,
what?
it's like Nesquik,
With
but
your
healthier.
cocoa wheats.
I have a company related to the thing that we're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Is the company a car company?
It's hard to say.
It's just an company.
I'm gonna
based off
say
the
I'm gonna
name.
say something that's wrong, but it's gonna make me sound smart. Cosworth.
Okay.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Oh yeah, look, Ovaltine.
Jen?
Oh yeah. I have no idea. I
Road
pass.
Chaser Inc.
Okay,
That's
nice.
not it.
Okay, the answer is Carbotech.
Oh,
Carbotech.
Carbotech. They're known for that.
Yep. It's on the tip of my tongue.
They've probably made more iced tea
What's
than
a
Nestle did.
monocoque chassis?
Monocoque. Well, so there's two parts of that word.
Yeah,
There's
one
mono.
is one.
Mono is one, and then coque is coque, right?
Uh-huh.
Like chicken in French.
So one chicken.
One
Really?
chicken.
Just one chicken.
No, monocoque just means like it's one unit.
I learned how to
Yeah.
pronounce chassis. Chassis?
Chassis.
Chassis is not it.
I know, I
Chassis.
almost said that, but
Chassis.
then I remembered
It's
that I learned that word recently.
Chassis.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said it's okay.
Unless you're
Chassis.
British.
Chassis.
Chassis.
All right.
Chassis.
What was the first production car to use a dual clutch transmission?
That's a Tommy question. It wasn't the Veyron, was it? Veyron was pretty early. Bugatti?
Boogity. Boogity man.
The Bugatti Veyron?
Boogity Baron.
Is it the Bugatti Veyron? No, I think it's a Porsche 911.
Is it?
It's PDK, isn't it? Who
Guys,
was it?
stop asking me. Are you gonna guess?
Am I right,
Volkswagen.
Mary?
What?
Did I get it?
Oh, Volkswagen's a good guess too.
You said Volkswagen?
Yeah, I said Volkswagen.
That is the correct
It's a
answer.
DSG. Good one.
It's the Volkswagen Golf R32. Apparently.
Really?
Okay.
Interesting. I bet that was a
You're
bad
catching up.
All right.
unit.
All right.
DSG. That's a good one.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. What?
Bugatti is a Volkswagen product.
Why did you
for the
pick
record.
these words that are so hard to pronounce?
What front-wheel drive car held the Nürburgring lap record in 2019?
Type R Civic?
This is also. Oh no, never mind.
You're saying Volkswagen Honda Civic Type R?
This one's also a two-pointer. If anybody can get
Really? Front-wheel drive product to hold the.
it. Lap record.
That's a
I'm gonna stick
really
with the
good
Civic,
guess. Yeah.
GTI's front wheel drive?
I'm gonna say like a Megane VRS, which you know is wrong. It's a French car.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but it all seems like a French car. The Renault
Renault.
Renault?
Megane.
I was
Mega-
right! Oh my gosh!
Is that what you guessed?
Yeah, the Megane. Yeah.
Good job.
Wow.
Tommy and his French cars.
Wow.
So you got the Tommy. The two-pointers are saving your life.
Tommy the two pointer.
Tommy, in basketball, which from where on the court is 2 points worth?
The ground. Oh wait, no,
The
it's
part
the,
of it
it's,
that's
it's the
boxed
shot
in.
box.
It's anywhere except for behind the three or a free throw.
Okay.
It's
That's
So
the
the
standard amount of
ground
points.
It's
So
a pretty
the
good
ground.
guess.
Pretty good guess.
Okay.
I like when they do the free throws. I think that's cool.
It's entertaining.
Yeah,
They're
is.
harder to make than you'd think.
They are hard to make. One time I tried to make one. I was with you at
Yep.
the basketball arena, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you were.
The
You made a
basketball
couple.
field.
Tommy and his wife played basketball with me for a while. It was fun. I got to teach you guys basketball.
Yeah, I didn't learn much, but she did great.
How is the combination of tall and not necessarily coordinated with basketball?
You're tall and not necessarily coordinated.
I'm
On a
I'm
good
only
day.
I'm only the latter.
You are coordinated?
No.
I'm not coordinated.
I'm
You think
uncoordinated.
I'm,
I'm
the
not
former?
tall.
It would be the former.
I would like to play both of them 2-on-2.
In any sport, yeah.
Yeah, on any sport.
I think a pregnant Jen could probably take me in any sport.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's true too.
That's right.
Thanks.
Okay, ready? Here we go. How many valves? This is also a 2-point question. How many valves does the Bugatti Chiron W16 engine have?
Per cylinder?
You can do that.
5 per cylinder.
64.
5 per cylinder is a total of, oh no,
36?
That'd be
54,
per
96,
cylinder?
96.
think that'd be.
So Case got it on the money. It's 64 valves.
Yeah.
It's 4 per cylinder, and there's 16 cylinders.
Oh, nice
Straight
job,
up.
Case.
So that was a
Straight up.
2-pointer, Case. Well done.
Yeah.
All day. Okay. Here we go. What is the... Oh, man. These names.
Does Mary need to be
There's like German names.
closer to the mic like I am? No, she's good.
Okay. What is the name of... oh, boy. Koenigsegg's.
Koenigsegg.
Koenigsegg's.
Christian. Christian.
Okay. Camshaftless
Oh,
valve train
free valve.
technology.
Free valve.
Case! Case answered wrong and then answered right. Is that really called free valve?
Called
Yeah.
free valve.
It's cool.
All right, ready?
Check it out.
Spell Koenigsegg.
Which manufacturer used the model code AE86?
Oh, Toyota.
Okay, nice, Tommy.
You didn't know that, Jen?
No.
The Trano?
Should I keep reading the
Trueno.
question?
Trano?
AE86 for a popular lightweight rear-wheel drive coupe in the 1980s.
Slow and expensive,
What
like
was-
a lot of Toyotas.
What was the Trano known as in the U.S.?
Corolla.
But which Corolla?
Not the Cross.
GTS.
Nice.
Mary knew that.
I knew that for sure. I was just,
Yeah.
I
She
was
didn't
letting
want to
you guys
spoil
know
it for
Yeah.
Case, but she knew it was GTS.
All right. What does LS stand for in GM's LS engine series?
Little Sally.
Guess.
Stands for something?
That's.
Oh,
I
wow.
feel like I should know that. I got one.
Lots of
Sound.
sound.
Lots of sound.
Lots of sound.
Lots of one word. LOTSA.
Lots.
Lotsa.
Lots of.
Like
yeah.
matzah.
Is it a name? Is it someone's
I'm
name?
not giving you any hints.
You have to give us a hint.
You were closer with the first thing you said. The very first thing
Little
you said.
Sam?
Mama.
Not in life. Immediately after answering or asking this question, you said something, and that was the closest.
Does it stand for anything?
That's what he said.
Does it stand for anything?
Is this a trick question?
Does it not stand for
It
anything?
doesn't.
It doesn't stand for anything.
Doesn't
It's a
stand
trick.
for anything.
So how do you even get that point?
It's just another trick question.
That's a
I
trick
think honestly, I kind of want to give it to Tommy because he went, "Does it stand for anything?"
Okay.
Yeah.
You see that?
Congrats. So me currently owning one doesn't give me any
No.
points.
You
Do you
don't
want
own
Tommy,
one.
Tommy, stay out
Do
of
you
this.
want the point?
Yes, I want
Stay
the
out of
point.
this.
Case, you've never driven yours.
Okay.
I took it to the grocery store in third gear only.
What
Or no, the gas
year
station.
did Ferrari introduce a turbocharged engine after a long hiatus post 1980s?
2009.
So when the California came out?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to go earlier than that. I'm going to go with 7.
We'll go later. 2011.
Jen's closest. It was 2015.
Oh, apparently that was not a turbocharged engine.
Okay.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Ah, that's right.
Which country is home to the track known as Mount Panorama?
Panorama.
Japan.
It's got to be a place with a mountain.
Southern hemisphere.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Never heard of this place.
It's no. Isn't it Australia?
Jen's guess is Australia.
In Case's guess?
Sweden.
So Japan, Australia, and Sweden.
Is racing even allowed there?
It's Australia.
Australia.
Really good job, Jen.
Jen!
No, I've heard that one.
What kind of suspension setup did the original Mazda Miata use?
Independent?
Multi-link.
Multi-link?
Multi-link.
Oh, or is it McPherson in the front?
No. It was it was the double wishbone suspension all
Double
around.
wishbone.
Okay.
What?
No one gets that, but we were all kind of close except for McPherson, which is not.
In which car did McLaren first debut its air brake, active aerodynamic
The
technology?
P1. Oh, it's not the P1? Okay.
F1?
Oh, I have no clue.
Is
There's
it
a-
the Senna?
I mean, it looks like a math equation to me.
Oh, MP4-12C.
That's the one. I'm gonna give you that. That's pretty good. So Tommy won with flying colors.
Uh-huh.
Tommy
we
had
brought it today.
10, Jen had 5, and Case had 7.
Wow.
So you guys completed your shutout.
And Cole had 0.
What, by the way, so you've just designed this world-beating hypercar, or supercar, right? You're like, what do we call it? Someone's like,
MP412C.
MP412C?
That's the one.
That's the one. Actually, it's like a, that's
they
like a
run
code.
that by some focus groups.
Some people name their kids odd names like that.
Did you know
Only
that one of
Elon does.
Okay, no. Like
No,
I
Frank
think it was
Zappa
like
did
5
too.
years ago. The most popular girl's name was Nevaeh.
Nevaeh?
Do you want to know why?
Navarro?
It's heaven spelled backwards.
That is not. I don't know. Is that
Yeah.
true?
Cole
do you
knows
know-
someone named Nevaeh.
You don't know anyone named.
Someone who named their baby Nevaeh.
See?
God.
That's
I'm
tragic.
not naming my daughter Nevaeh.
Nevaeh.
Frank Zappa named one of his kids Moon Unit.
Really?
What does he call him? Like day by day, what does he call him?
Unit.
Day unit.
So,
Does he call him Moon? Because that's kind of a cool
and
name.
maybe another one of Frank Zappa's kids is named like Dweezil and Moon Unit.
What?
Yeah,
This is a person
he's-
you know?
No, he's a famous guy.
Oh.
Frank Zappa is a
The
musician.
Weasel.
He's got crazy music.
Ahmet, Diva, Moon, Zappa, and Dweezil.
I like the
think
name
Moon's-
Diva. That's
I think
fun.
Moon's middle name is Unit.
Moon Unit.
Imagine, honestly, though, being a kid being named Unit.
Dweezil?
Blanket.
Look at that
That
unit.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate for those poor kids. Although I like the name Diva for a girl.
Diva.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone that has any really weird names?
And he really. I have a friend named Seven.
7?
Yeah, his name's Seven, but it's spelled with an I.
S-E-V-Y-N?
S-E-V-I-N. Seven.
I grew up knowing someone whose name was Seven, S-E-V-Y-N.
That's kind of cool.
And her last name was Waters, which is kind of
Oh, it's a
Wow.
girl. Mine's a guy.
I don't know any weird. I know someone named Jen. It's not great.
I know someone
Wow.
named
Timmy.
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 No, I think the coolest name or most unusual name was Willow.
Willow. Oh, I knew twins named Cedar and Willow. They were both trees.
Actually, really, that's
Aspen.
cool. I knew someone
Are they in
named
Colorado.
Tennessee
Aspen,
Lee.
That's a good one.
Tennessee Lee was
My
pretty
boyfriend's name's Dexter.
Tennessee Lee
That's
is a
kind of a
cool
That
unique
is,
name.
yeah, that is a
You
very
don't know a
unique
lot of
name.
Dexters.
cool. I love that show.
The
It was a
murderer
great
one.
show.
Yeah.
The murderer.
I know someone.
No, the lab, right?
Well,
I know
This
someone who
laboratory.
got knocked out by a guy named Knox Culpepper, which is a pretty rad
Knox
name.
Wow.
Culpepper.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't even be mad if I got knocked out by
Yeah, I
someone
would
with
say
You
that
wouldn't
name.
want to
you.
fight someone named Knox
Was
Culpepper.
this guy jacked?
I don't know.
Knox.
Nah.
I never met Knox. Maybe a good thing.
Knox is cool. I would go by Fort Knox.
Wow.
He might have been a bit of a Ford.
So for our final segment, we have to talk about what's been grinding our gears lately.
Oh, yes.
goodness.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
You go first, Tommy.
I should go first.
I think so.
Well,
You
I
are-
just had it in my head,
Oh, no.
and now that you've
What kitchen appliance is it going to be?
Yeah, what is
Yeah.
what are you irritated
Or
by?
is it going to be in the bathroom?
that
Or
actually no
the garage?
You are absolutely right. That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Nice. Well done.
You know what
He's
grinds
just
my
so
gears?
angry.
Dishwashers.
Oh my God. So
man.
anyway,
No,
someone
no,
else.
You did
Listen to
dishwashers
me.
last week.
I did not do
Yes,
dishwashers
you did.
last
You said
week.
sometimes you have to put the fancy knot. You can't put fancy
He was
knives in the
more upset.
dishwasher.
I-
I
was more
was more
upset
upset about
about
the knives
the
than the
knives.
dishwasher.
Okay.
But the dishwasher, so you get your
hate
little
this.
dishwasher filled up, right? You got your dishes and your knives and stuff. You go to start it, right? You're like, okay, this will probably take 45 minutes. You push the button, 397 minutes. Where does it get that time? And why is it so long?
I think you have an old dishwasher.
I do not have an old dishwasher. I've used 2 dishwashers in the last week. Different dishwashers. They're like typical dishwasher cycle, guys, is over 2 hours.
Whose other dishwasher did you use?
My parents' dishwasher.
Oh.
An absurd amount of time. Why does it take 2 hours to wash your dishes?
Well, it has to dry it too.
Which it
So
doesn't
true.
do. Which it does not do. Don't tell me that.
You need a better
Well,
dishwasher.
he's getting
Get out.
yeah.
which it does not do.
It does not dry your dishes properly. All it does is makes them hotter than the face of the sun, and then you can't unload
That's
them
how they get dry.
for another 20 minutes. Guys, you have to agree with me on
Who,
this.
are you standing there for 2 hours?
He's just waiting.
Just tapping your foot, listening to Glenn Miller, waiting for your dishes to get washed.
The whole discography.
Very, very like
No,
accurate
but,
scene.
Like, I understand it's a silly problem, and who cares because you do other stuff. But I needed the dishwasher to be done in a fast amount of time.
At least you have a dishwasher.
So then I went. Thanks, Jen, for checking my privilege. Then I put it on quick wash, done in an hour. Okay. Why is that just not the normal wash? And why is there a quick wash if it's not getting them clean?
Well, maybe because the regular one, the dishes have a heavier amount of food.
A heavier
on them.
flow.
No, that's wrong.
No,
A heavier
wrong.
amount of food.
Yes, like if you had like lasagna
I'm sorry.
or
If
something.
you can't clean it in an hour, you have failed as an invention. Like my washing machine, done in an hour.
Wait,
right?
do you dry them?
Yes.
Also an hour?
Yes.
Ooh,
No,
that's
that
a-
one's usually over an
Yeah.
hour.
That's a good point. The drying. If
But
the,
drying's different than cleaning.
If the dishes came out, I guess they come out kind of dry.
I'm wondering how many appliances there are that Tommy can complain about. How many episodes in
Well,
are we? What is
9.
this?
This is 9.
Nine?
Well, actually, I have a bigger question. How many appliances do you not complain about?
So
Yeah, what appliances
There is
delight
none.
you?
What is one that
You're really impressed
greases your
with?
wheels?
Yeah,
His
there
car.
you go. It's not an appliance.
kitchen appliances that I think we've perfected.
Yeah.
You want to hear my hot take?
Sure.
None.
Oh, God.
Not a single one works properly. Refrigerators.
My microwave.
What
What's
broke.
wrong
what
with a
about toaster oven?
refrigerator?
What's wrong with a refrigerator? Why are there 27 different designs and we can't settle on one that just
That
works?
I actually agree with.
That's BS.
Different people
You ever
want
get so
different-
terrified opening another person's refrigerator? What is happening in there?
Yeah. Let's just figure out a design and stick with it,
Yeah, I
okay?
agree with that.
So refrigerator, not it, okay?
Okay.
Microwaves, not it. Also not it. Why have a popcorn button and then have the popcorn package say don't use a popcorn
What
button?
about toasters?
Toasters, not it either.
Toaster ovens.
Toaster ovens are very good.
Okay, so we found one.
Yes, I do like
Okay,
a
toaster
toaster.
ovens.
I think your critique of refrigerators is misplaced. Different people want different things.
True.
That can't be allowed.
So people just want a refrigerator that doesn't work right? No, that's wrong.
Well, mine
Well, how does
works
it not
pretty
work?
good.
Yeah,
they
but
mostly keep stuff cold.
the problem is
Yeah.
I've never seen a dishwasher that has the right ratio of freezer
refrigerator, you
to
mean?
refrigerator. It's always a little wrong. It's either way too small in the freezer or way too big.
Well, you
Mine's-
could just
mine's
get one
good.
of those like Sub-Zeros where the freezer and the fridge are both the same giant size.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're only like 14 grand.
Why
Depends
would you
on how
want
much ice cream you have.
Why would you want so much freezer?
For
Well, what if you have
obscene
like
amounts
a
of
lot
lot
of
of
ice cream.
meats?
Yeah, if you hunt and you've got
Meats.
like hundreds of pounds, you probably got a separate freezer for that.
So
Yeah.
hear me out. Blenders, crap. Ovens, crap. Microwaves, crap. Toasters, crap. Toaster oven's good.
Food processors are good.
Food processors are good.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what else is good? Which we've gone away with as a society? Compactors. Trash compactors.
Oh.
I think those are cool. Also crap? This is the crappiest of them all.
Crappest?
Garbage disposals.
Oh yeah, those
That's
crap
true,
all the
and they're
time.
disgusting
Yeah.
to replace.
Really
Yes,
bad. They
yeah.
always break and they're gross to replace.
Have you ever like accidentally left a fork down there and it goes?
A whole fork?
Yeah.
What do you do in your garbage disposal?
No, it's just you don't know it's down there and then you turn it on.
I did accidentally let rocks get into mine one time.
How did that
Why do you put
happen?
rocks in your sink?
I was watering a plant and there were like little rock. yeah.
Okay, I'll let it slide.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes
But
sense.
you
Yeah.
bring up a good point. Kitchen, you know what we've gotten well? Actually, somewhat well.
Wellish.
Yeah, wellish. The sucky things.
Vacuums?
Vacuums.
No.
You know what? I will say. So I used to have like a Shark cordless stick vacuum. It was all right. And then I upgraded to the Dyson stick. And it's incredible.
The Dyson
when
straight
you
up.
when you use them side by side, the amount of power is insanely different.
Could make a
Guys.
straight up infomercial.
I am not on the Dyson bandwagon. I've been reading some stuff lately that's not putting Dyson in a favorable light.
Do you have carpets?
Are you talking about like politically
I
or
don't know.
How many
usage?
Dyson reviews are you reading?
Yeah, right?
I'm talking about usage. I'm not sure that Dyson anymore is actually better than most
Remember
of
that
the...
guy we met in Keystone who reviewed vacuums for a living?
He did.
Yeah.
And what did
That's
he say?
exciting.
He said that he has a lot of free vacuums.
Yeah, a lot of them were
I
like
don't care
the
about
the
that. What did he
Roombas.
say is the best vacuum?
Oh, I didn't ask him that.
Oh my
question.
God, Mary.
I was more interested in like how he felt about it.
I think that Dyson is just overpriced.
Oh, man.
Aren't they made
Fair
in
enough.
China?
Well, here's the thing. I used the Shark and the Dyson side by side, and it is a massive difference.
But which one did you use first?
Oh, I had the Dyson first.
I would assume
and
you're
then
putting it in
I-
a different spot on the carpet. Right.
She
for
uses the
comparison.
Dyson on the one
Yeah,
spot and
yeah.
then the
No,
Shark.
no,
Are
the
we
same spot.
analyzing the scientificness of her side-by-side vacuum
Supposedly,
testing?
yeah. Mhm.
You know what? I'm just going to take you at your word.
Thank
'cause
you.
I too have a Dyson.
Yep.
And several
We're on that
cats
Okay,
and dogs.
you know what grinds my gears?
Let's hear it.
I don't understand why we have to clean sinks. Because
I also agree with that.
the only thing that ever touches a sink is soap and water. The very thing that you use to clean a sink.
No, because
Other things
when
touch
you,
my sink.
Yeah, because when you spray food off of it.
I'm talking
And
about a
then the
bathroom sink.
Oh.
What about your
like
toothpaste?
yeah, toothpaste.
That's also just soap.
Yeah, it's also just it's
it's
tooth
just
soap.
yeah,
tooth
but then
soap.
it
It's
gets like
technically-
hardens
it's
on.
not.
Okay,
Or-
assume you're not completely bad at brushing your teeth and
Okay.
no toothpaste gets in your sink.
Yeah. Does
you-
anyone
Do you-
shave their beard
do
over
you
your sink?
eat your
I
toothpaste?
guess sometimes hair gets in there. I don't eat my toothpaste.
How does it not end up in the sink?
Well, I don't
go over to,
leave
like, the
big
trash
chunks
can?
of the toothpaste in the sink.
Yeah,
is what
me
I'm
neither.
saying.
But over time,
You think it's
over time,
crime?
it still builds up over
Yeah.
time.
I don't understand why though.
Yeah, me either.
Well, you still wash
'cause
your
you're
shower,
washing
right?
it out.
You still
Yeah,
wash
but
your
that's
shower.
another one.
Yeah,
but it
that's
doesn't
another one that
wash
doesn't
off.
make
Because
any
soap
sense.
scum.
What is
why
soap
is there
scum?
soap scum?
I'm not creating it. I'm
Jen!
just telling you what
Soap
it is.
should be clean forever.
What is soap scum? Give me the scientific
The cool-
definition
Someone tell
of
us
soap
what
scum.
The
soap
cool
scum
thing
is.
about this is that no one's going to agree with you guys.
No, I actually disagree.
Okay, so you're going to tell me just because I too rinse my sink to try and avoid toothpaste building up in it.
Yes.
It helps, but it doesn't. I mean, come on.
So why? Okay, Mary, you know what? I am for Mary for president here. Why the heck are we having soap that leaves scum?
Yes,
You
Isn't
guys
soap-
have-
Why?
Sounds like you all have disgusting bathrooms.
You guys are complacent.
They're just not cleaning it.
You guys refuse.
Yeah. Why do you
okay.
have to ever clean your toilet?
No.
Well, that's
There's water in it, so
there's
it
a
should
bigger,
be good.
There's a more obvious thing with the toilet.
Yes, but Mary's 100% right
Thank
about
you,
this.
Tommy.
Why is there soap scum? Guys, think you guys have fallen into the trap of big soap and you accept soap scum. We, Mary and I, are visionaries.
Yeah, we sure are.
We see a world without soap
Revolution.
scum.
I don't want to have to clean the sink and the shower and
It's
the
just
tub.
the reality
it's just
of
the
being a
reality
human
of
being.
what you have to do.
Yeah, but
What about
why?
towels? I have another one. Towels. When you get out of
Oh.
the shower, the towel should clean you. You shouldn't have to clean your towel.
Damn straight.
Yeah, but then there's like mildew
Why?
because of wet.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
air it out.
Yeah, the air fixes that.
Yeah, I'm not the scientist here. I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
What
but
if every
you know
time-
what pisses me off, Jen? You're defending bad soap.
Big
you
towel.
are defending big towel right now.
Big towel. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. If the only thing that's ever touching the towel is water and soap, why does it get dirty?
I don't know.
I mean,
This is
your
so
house
good.
probably has dust in it too, right? Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the dust isn't on me.
No, but it gets on everything.
accumulates.
I guess
Like
that's,
when you
that's,
dust
that's a fair
things.
point.
Yeah.
The dust is a
Dust.
good point.
Same thing
Dust-
with your sink.
dust
there
is
you go.
not
Clean
accumulating
your
to that
sinks.
level in my sink.
Clean your
My
sinks,
sink
people.
has some glitter in it.
Okay, what's grinding your gears, Jen?
Not an appliance, hopefully.
No, it's
A
not an
sink is not
appliance.
an appliance.
Thank
I'm
God.
pretty copacetic with my appliances.
That was a good word.
Straight up.
I
bacteria.
can't stand slow walkers
Oh,
that
yeah,
take
same.
up
Same.
the whole walk path, whether that be a sidewalk or the moving sidewalks at the airport. When they just stand there with
Or
like their
when,
bag and
when
everything,
people
it's
Yeah,
like,
those
are
ones
bruh.
suck.
walking with no purpose, they're kind of going this way, so
Oh,
you go past them
wandering.
over here, and then maybe
Oh,
they're
it
going to go
drives
that
me
way.
nuts.
What
And
are you
then
doing?
they're like
You don't know
running
where you
into
need to
you.
go?
It's like open your eyeballs.
I hate those
Or get out
people.
of my way.
Okay, can I tell a story about that?
Sure.
You know this
I
story.
do know the
So
story.
when
Is
my
it in
s-
Savannah?
No. When my sister and I were in Latvia, or no, Estonia,
As one does.
we had this driver and his name was Oleg, and we were on like a 1-lane highway. So, is that the right? Sure. And he was an insane driver. Like he would pull over into like the incoming traffic and then narrowly miss the car coming right at him. So it terrified us. And he was going at least like 95 miles per hour the entire time we were driving with this guy. Terrifying driver. And so after that terrifying ride, my sister and I started calling bypassing slow walkers O-legging it. Because he would just pass everybody.
I like that.
And it's also because you're using your legs. You're like, oh, we're gonna leg it, so it's o-legging it. So if you ever like are walking behind slow walkers, and you're wanting to tell the person you're walking with, hey, let's get around these people without being rude, just say let's o-leg it.
Yeah.
And then
We've said that
We've said
numerous
that
times.
so many
You've
times.
started a thing now.
o-legging it. Yeah,
O-legging it.
Catherine, if you're listening, which you're not, thank you for helping me come up with that.
I have a better solution. Someone taught me this in high school, and it works every single time.
Trip them.
You look a little dumb. No, it's not illegal. What you do is you point at something with your pointer finger, something in the distance, and then you look confused at it, and you walk quickly toward it, and people will get out of your way to see what you're pointing at.
What if they're walking in front of you though?
Yeah.
Well,
that's
then you
the
stab them in the back. Also effective.
That's definitely
them out of
illegal.
the way.
No, you just like point at something and you're like, huh? And you walk fast, the seas will part. Every single time. I did it every time I walked somewhere in college. And I was going through a busy intersection. I would just point at something and then people would get out of the way and I would get there faster.
So what do you just like looks like an idiot when you don't arrive anywhere unique?
Just keep walking.
Well, you're pointing ideally to the direction you're walking. So you're pointing at where you're going, and then you get there faster.
I can't do that as a woman.
Why
People
not?
can't know where
So
I'm
do
going.
you just have to walk and point the entire time?
In the congested areas, you do. Yeah.
I don't know of a single person that does this.
I know that's insane.
Guys, this is not a crazy
Okay, so
thing to
you
do.
started that with I have a better solution, and I think you should just retract
I think it's
this.
wrong.
I guarantee.
I would just say, excuse me.
If you are in a rush, you are going to get there
Crazy
faster.
idea.
No, guys, that's ridiculous.
You know what else you can do? Excuse me.
Okay, so you are facing a crowd of people. You're gonna be, excuse me. No.
No. I'm not talking
And
about a
then
crowd.
boom.
I'm not talking about crowd.
I'm talking about crowds.
I'm talking about like just a sidewalk, and there are two people not side by, or they're going side by side, hogging the whole sidewalk and just meandering. Like,
Does it make you feel physically ill? Like when
yeah,
a
like
car's
when I'm
going
going
under?
32 miles an hour. It makes me very
Kick them
upset.
in the back of the knee.
Yeah.
Make them crumble.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Step over them.
Right.
Just point at them.
As-
I
They will
start
get out of
talking
the way.
louder.
But I'm behind them.
What if
Do
don't
they know
if
you're
you
there?
act like you recognize someone you know? You're like,
The fact
I've
that
done that
they're
too.
the
Jim.
fact that they're not aware of their surroundings is
So-
also what
that's
makes me
So
frustrating.
Case brings up. You think I'm kidding about this pointing thing? I did
No,
it all
we
the
do
time
not
in high
think
school.
you're
I did it all the time in high school. Case brings up the
Good
option two.
alternative,
Yeah. This actually also do this in college. Is you're like, hey, how's it going, man?
Oh, yeah.
People get out of your way.
Yeah,
you're like, oh hey,
Why the
They don't
show though? Like, why do you have to put on a show?
because
Like,
they're
when-
men.
No, absolutely not. Because you have to be loud to get people's attention.
No, you don't actually.
you
Wait,
just
what are you, Roosevelt? You have to be a little loud.
No, you can be quiet and powerful.
Yeah. Doesn't work when you're on the sidewalk.
It sure does.
It does not. Absolutely not.
Have you ever seen the Charlize Theron? Yeah, she has this like advice for like people not messing with you on the road, which is square your shoulders, like shoulders down, and then think murder, and then just walk. Then people don't bother you.
And that's more rational than just pointing at
You're
feel
not
like-
actually murdering
I
people.
feel like that's kind of how I walked around in high
Me
school.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I walked around with my hand extended.
Yeah, I can definitely.
No,
people
that
were
looks
like,
dumb.
Oh, okay.
people were like, that Tommy guy always just walking around like, oh,
Wow.
Guaranteed. You are gonna.
I
have-
know people that you went to high school with.
Guys, you joke. You're gonna be having a baby one day, right?
Yeah, in
The
like
baby's
a couple
gonna be
months.
the baby's gonna be coming, okay? And you're gonna be stuck behind a crowd of people, and then the finger's gonna extend,
I'm not pointing.
and you're making it to the
I'm gonna
hospital.
No,
box
I'm
out
gonna
everybody
scream.
She's
in
gonna
the
say,
way.
I'm having a
I'm
baby.
having
Yeah,
a baby.
that
that
one works.
gets people out
Get
of your
out
way
of my
quicker.
way.
I should have tried that in college.
Yeah, that would have been more beneficial for you. I should have tried that in college.
All right, what's yours?
Something that I think everyone at this table, especially those of us that live near Boulder, can relate to. Our local Boulder paragliding site is
Oh boy.
the
Name
wind.
dropping his hobbies.
The wind is very unpredictable here. There's a lot of western winds when really an east-northeast wind would be preferable.
damn it.
A light east-northeast wind, gusts ideally not over 12 miles per hour.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Actually, Case,
Low frequency gusts, if
nobody
any,
knows
at
what
all.
you mean. But do tell the people about your paragliding experience.
Not relatable.
I'll show you some videos really quick.
Oh, yeah, I do have videos of it. Wow, look at this technology. I can airdrop videos to our producer
Sure, Tommy
in real
hates this some
time.
way.
Tommy hates everything related to paragliding.
I do the whole thing.
Here, do you just love Case so much that you're scared for his safety?
So
No.
much.
So you just think it's a stupid hobby?
Studios MacBook Air. Wow, look at that technology. That's spectacular.
You know
Yeah.
what I learned about paragliding yesterday? I thought there was more jumping involved, like jumping
yeah.
off a cliff.
Well, it's
Apparently,
cliff
if,
jumping.
if you're jumping, you're not doing
It's
it right.
probably not a good thing. So this
It is a cool video, I gotta say.
yeah, this is me going in for a landing at Otto's Ridge in Mac, Colorado, which is a ways away.
Look at his little feet dangling.
Hey, normal size feet dangling.
Hey,
Yeah, there's me on my advance.
is that a
Alpha.
guy on a camel?
What? No, he's just holding his wing. Boom.
Case, when you
Just
land,
down.
it does kind of look like you have a full diaper.
Well, I'm wearing a harness with a reserve parachute in it, so it's got some junk in the trunk.
You look really cool until you land, and then your diaper is full.
Yeah.
With his little feet
right,
dangling.
right. Okay.
Guys,
Anyway.
shut up. He looks cool.
Yeah. So
That
you
was
know,
a cool spin you just
Yeah,
did.
that was-
Oh, thank you so much.
So is this the right wind happening in this video?
This is a nice amount of wind. This was like
Looks like they need the Pink Panther theme on this.
You look like a bird.
could be a little bit smoother, but
It's cool. It's cool once you're flying.
It's cool once you're flying.
The approach is crazy.
Well, you know, you gotta.
Tiptoe before you take off.
Because you're
Your
getting.
butt is in the air.
You're
but
getting
your
lifted
toes
up.
are on the ground.
Can you play this?
You played again.
There you go. So he's walking slow, and then here comes
Yeah, 'cause
the
you're-
little
You look so
gentle,
Because
mischievous.
the wind, it starts lifting up on you.
Trying to be quiet.
It starts picking you up.
You look like you're trying to steal a gem in 1925.
My stomach hurts. And I'm crying.
This is terrible. My coworkers are such unsupportive boobs.
God,
So anyway,
it does look like you're in the Pink Panther with a loaded diaper.
this,
Casey's
this
out there
is
doing
terrible.
like death-defying hobbies, and we're just like, you look like the Pink Panther.
You're getting lifted up by the wind. Duh.
Do you have any videos of you
Simpleton.
just flying?
You did look really cool, Case.
Yeah, I do have videos of just flying.
The flying part is cool.
Yeah, you like the flying part, Tommy?
Case, why didn't you airdrop the one where you like jump off the cliff?
There is no jumping.
That's cliff jumping.
If you
No, there's the one that you showed me. You did not do that little like jeweler thief move.
Well, that one-
off the edge.
that video is vertical, so I don't think the format is as good.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, this one's just some ridge soaring.
Okay,
So-
that's a cool.
That's so cool.
Thanks. You guys are the best.
That's so cool.
It's cool.
This one is
That
cool.
actually is cool.
It is
Just-
cool.
Wonderful, supportive coworkers I have here. I'm definitely showing up to work next week.
Off camera, we're really
What
supportive.
I'm confused about is you do have wind in this video.
Yeah, this is not in Boulder.
But it's not pretentious wind.
Yeah, the pretentious wind of Boulder can't
Yeah.
make up its
Oh, that's
mind.
cool. Look at you turn.
Look at that. That's pretty sick.
That was smooth.
Yeah.
Also, you want to hear something crazy?
Also,
What direction does a northeast wind blow?
west.
Southwest, right?
If it's
Which is
blowing
ridiculous.
toward the southwest. Yeah, if it's coming from the northeast, you're like an east wind is coming from the east.
Got it.
So you would be facing east if you're facing into it. The same way, like if a person is eastern, they're from the east, right? So a wind that's coming from the east
That
to the west
makes a lot of sense,
is
actually.
an east wind.
All right. Well, there you have it.
Wow.
That's what grinds our gears today. Cases may not show up on the next podcast.
Yep, I'll be gone. I'll just be off, tiptoeing off of the hills.
Well, I think wind would make
Wind.
sense if
Or
you made
Pink
it this
Panther.
far. I think wind.
Wind.
Wind. Just
Sure.
comment if you made
Comment
it this far.
wind if you made it through my coworkers being
Bullying.
terrible
Wind
people.
We
is
love
the
you,
word.
Case.
That's right.
Terrible people.
And be sure to head over to the TFL Talk YouTube channel where you'll be able to viscerally see the launch that Case
Yeah,
had.
don't
Yeah.
listen, just watch.
Yeah, and watch us lose
better.
our minds over
Because
it.
we're so bad at doing the audio version of
Yeah,
this.
we
'cause
gotta let
keep
people
talking
know.
about stuff that we're looking at.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
guys.
Well, if it's when you hear us laughing, that's an indication that we're having a good time.
And laughter is
Which
contagious.
some people don't like.
So, that's true. We
Yeah.
should have a worse time.
That's
Oh.
right.
We should have more of a boring time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have heard that we.
You guys
They're
giggle
too
too
Yeah,
much.
we need
Yeah.
to like sober up here.
Yeah, how dare us have fun.
Well, comment the word wind and leave us a review. Some people have left us reviews.
Thank you for the reviews.
The funnier, the better.
Yeah.
If they're less than 5 stars, though, we don't want them.
No.
Don't bother.
And we'll see you on the next podcast, maybe. Not Case,
Yeah.
but the
Case.
rest of us will
He's
be
not
here.
coming back.
Yep.
Sorry, Case.